Yo, yo, it's Marky Mark's Tarot. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. Hope you guys are going to get prepared to have a good weekend. Please stay positive and please know that there's always someone out there that can help you. No matter what it is, you'll find a way. They will find a way. I even forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day, yo. Lorraine the Pain is in the building. I saw you went live like about an hour or two ago. I was hanging out with my nephew. We guys had dinner together. I made some hot dogs on the barbecue. Of all things, he wanted hot dogs. I was like, really, bro? He's like, yeah, I haven't had it in a long time. I was like, all right, we'll have some hot dogs on the barbecue. Fuck it. Cool. How was your live? Good? I'm only going to come on here for about maybe just over an hour. I got to wake up early tomorrow and take my nephew to his volleyball tournament. Ooh, waiting for Snell to pick you up. Cool. Hope you have a great time. Enjoy yourself. Have fun, you know? Don't worry, just have fun. Have fun with them and just communication is the key. Communicate on what you want, what you don't want. You dictate to him what you want. And then go from there. Be a good listener and you'll be all right. Be good. You'll be good. I should have, before I came live, I should have fucking well took half the shit off my damn desk. I got too much shit around here. Yeah, well, that's a good thing. Taking my advice is a good thing. I give good advice, I feel. I do most times. It's kind of changed my ways a lot. I used to be a little more aggressive. I used to be a little more gangster. Now I kind of like chill out now and just try and be more spiritual, more understanding. Be free, be happy. It's all good. Being that you're going out this weekend and you're with your lover boy, would you like me to pull you a love message? I got the Lover's Oracle, the heart cards. All right. You're not in love and shit. All right. All right. Ooh. This is your card. You're going to get the snake, obviously. See how this card has you on top of him? right? And the snake's also looking down on him. This card says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. You instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. That is great. I like that. Hey, Milk Tea, I'm doing good. How are you? How's things? No problem, sweetie. All's good. See that? You got the power. That's the perfect card for you. You have the power to say no or walk away. You got the power. Milk Tea, would you like a love card or would you like a regular message? Mm-hmm. What are you doing back there? All I hear is her licking herself. Okay, sure. I'll give you a love card. All right. This is from Milk Tea, please. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't really scream at my dog like that. I don't do that. That's unnecessary. You know, I have my dog to a point where like I'll say, hey, and then she'll look at me and she'll be like, okay, I heard that tone of voice. And I'm like, I'll point out, I'll be like, yeah, you go ahead. And I was like, no. And she'll be like, she'll look away like this and she'll be like, okay, I'm not fucking with Mark today. Like I won't sit there and be like, what that is? I can't do that to her, poor sight. She'd be scared shitless. She's a good dog now. Milk Tea, this is your card. And this says surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter in our lives. Let go and all will work out. There you go. Surrender and all will work out. Milk Tea. I like this card. It's nice. I like it because it's a naked woman there, you know. So it's good for me. Yeah, I don't like people who scream at their dogs and act crazy at their dogs and shit. I've never been one to like abuse a dog or like disrespect a dog like that because they know like when it's crunch time. See, she's very protective of me. See, she comes in, she goes in front of me. When she faces me, she'll turn around and she won't let me pet her like her face or around her neck. She'll turn around because she always protects. She turns around as if to say, I'm not letting nobody sneak up around me. Yeah, well, there you go. Surrender the old. Keep surrendering so you can allow the new to come in. You know, only you can surrender that completely. Yeah, that sucks that they're locked all day inside. That's crazy. She walks around everywhere. She's free. There's a gate on either side of the house, and she can, but she has a lot of space to walk around in, to hang out in. She can run, she can walk, she can do whatever she wants. She has a big open space. And I take her for walks down the hill and come back. Um, she's inside just as much as she's outside. But she's only inside now because I'm here and I have her inside. But next month I'm gonna tell her like, you know, I'm gonna not tell her, but next month I'm gonna see if she'll stay outside um like she used to. I'm gonna try it like and see because I need a break from her because she annoys the living heck out of me. Hey, if you feel like calling animal control because you think it's out of control, yeah, go for it. I would say because that those animals might be suffering. You know, how many pets do I have? Well, I have the dog and I have turtles. I have two turtles. But the turtles are next door. It's my nephew's turtles, but they're more like, our turtles. I take care of them. I clean the tank. I bought a bigger tank for them so they can get bigger. The turtles actually is maybe as big as this box right now. Both of them. One is a little bit bigger than this box, probably. His shell is about the size of this box. They're in like a 30-gallon tank. So they were like super small at first, and now they're huge. I'm gonna get a bigger tank eventually. I'm gonna get like 100-gallon tank. Once the divorce is over, I'm gonna get a big ass tank and let the turtles even grow even more. And then eventually, I'm gonna get like a pond and put them outside. I like the turtles; they're cute. I never been like a turtle fan because they're like disgusting to deal with. Like not like not disgusting creatures, but the water gets dirty faster than if a fish was in there. Like I've never seen a water go murky so quick in my life. Like and there's two turtles in there, so and I have a bigger filter in there and everything, but it's to maintain the tank and keep it clean all the time. It's like but turtles are used to like murky water and things like that. I was almost gonna put them outside, but we got too many cats and stray cats and like birds and shit. I don't want them to get attacked like the turtles and stuff because we got rats and shit everywhere. So like we live next to like a whole pile of trees, so I don't want the rats to invade the turtles and eat them and shit, but or kill them. So I'd rather have them inside, put them in a tank. So. Yeah, I'm sure they could. I'm sure they could. Because I would say about a month ago, my nephew picked them up, like picked the shell up, and he made like a noise, like a little squeak noise, like that. It was pretty funny. I was like, I hope you didn't hurt him. And he's like, they can cry. I'm like, yeah, apparently they can. But they're cute turtles, though. They make me laugh. Like when they see me, they're in the tank. They're like, they're going crazy. Like they just like, yay, food. Give me some food. So it's pretty funny. Like I like the turtles. I didn't like them at first. I told my nephew, I was like, why you didn't get some damn fish? Like, because I used to have a huge fish tank over here, like right up in there. I used to have a big ass fish tank. It was a 110-gallon tank. And I had like African cichlids. That's what they were called. They had like a rainbow stripe on them. They were all different colors. And they were very saucy. They used to fight each other. And I got a male and a female so they can breed. And one time there was like 500 babies in there, like little small little ants, they're like baby ants. And I would scoop them up with the net, and they would attack the net, and I would scoop them up and put them in a separate tank so they don't eat them because they'll eat the babies. So I scooped some of them up and tried to like breed them. So I would get like if I scooped up like 100 of them, I would get like maybe 25 to 30 babies at the end. Within like 3 months, I had like decent size, like maybe about a 25-cent piece size baby after like 3 months or so, and then I would sell them back to the store, and I would make money so I can maintain the tank and the food and everything. I used to breed them. I got my nephews all into that shit. My oldest nephews, they had a tank right up until just the other day. They got rid of it. and I got them into that stuff. They was all into that. It's like everything that I did, they did. They used to come over here, Uncle Mark, can we see the fish? Oh, you got another one? Oh man, can I have it? And I'll be like, yeah, sure, you can have some of the babies. So I got them, like they would get a tank, and like I would give them some of the babies and stuff. They would be all excited, man. Good old times. I had good times with my, they're older now. So when they were like young, like maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, they would come in here like, I'm gonna go see Uncle Mark's fish. And I let them feed them. I lift them up so they feed them in the tank and shit. They love that stuff. And now my nephew's got the turtles. Well, he's had the turtles for like a year and a half, 2 years now. I think they've been there for 2 years. I think they've been there for 2 years. Yeah. Hey Nikki, how you doing? Thanks for subbing. Yes, I do. I give a message of choice. You want a love message, spirit message, oracle card message, whichever subject you want, I'll gladly give you a message. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to getting a bigger tank in the future for the turtles. That way, if I get a bigger tank, I can put like some fish in there. Yeah, sure. You sure can. I actually have a really nice spirit deck today. It's called Postcards from Spirit, and it's a pretty long message. So I'll let you have one of these because you're a new subscriber. So I don't mind reading this for you. See, it actually looks like a postcard. See, and it's on the back. It's got the message. So it's pretty cool cards. I haven't used them in a while, so. All right, let's see what we got for Nikki. All right. Okay. And this is your postcard from Spirit. It's got like a little angel there. Okay, this says, uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. When you are pushed to step into your unknown and pulled forward into discovering new possibilities that you have been hidden in plain sight, check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith, the support of a higher power, and the infinite potential for your life right now. The advice we have for you in spirit is try something new. Do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcomes will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown. Experience the familiarity, and you'll be glad you did because the treasure will appear. We're so proud of you up here in spirit for being brave. You are so loved and so supported. So this says contribute to life. Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetie? So there you go, Nikki. That is your message from spirit. You're about to move to a new place tomorrow. See, there you go. So they're telling you that you're doing the right thing. You're moving to a new place tomorrow. You're going to have a new beginning. Everything's new, but you took the fresh step. So they're proud of you. They're proud of you being brave, taking that new place, going to this new place, taking the new step, doing the right thing. So that's confirmation for you, Nikki. That spirit is definitely proud of you. You're welcome anytime. Anytime. Meow, meow. Just leave the man alone, woman. He'll come to you when he's ready. Don't wake a man up out of his sleep. Then he's gonna be like, this woman's irritating me. He's got to get his rest so he can deal with you. He'll be like, yeah, this woman called me, woke me up. I didn't even want to be with her tonight, then. I'll come get you tomorrow. That's what he's gonna say. Don't say that. I'm just telling you the truth. Because I know how you are. You're the rain, the pain. Yeah? Well, if you want to see him tonight, you better let him sleep then. Leave him alone. Becca. Becca, would you like a message? That's all right. Let him sleep. So what? Your man's tired. What type of message would you like, Becca? I got pretty much everything, as you know. I got the heart cards today. The love oracle cards. Fine. You do what you want. Don't listen to me. I told you already. Don't listen to me. Just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Don't listen to me. Then you'll regret it in the end. Don't roll your eyes at me, woman. I miss saying that. What you said? Oh, yeah. Pretty rose cards, yes. Things I got to do for everybody, I tell you. That's what happens when I give people choices. I wish I always had a choice. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right. All right, let's see what we got here for Miss Becca B. Obviously. What do you think? I'm reading you as I go or something? Will you please control your friend, Becca? She's like distracted, She's very distracted lately. She's so excited, I can see it. He's like, all right. Becca, you got music. Listen to some music. If you have been listening to music, I don't know what type of music you listen to, but I know you don't listen to no rap. I don't see you as a rap person. You probably listen to I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know who you listen to, but just saying listen to music. I can see you listening to Cardi B and all that. I can see that. You probably like Cardi B or or somebody like that, or you might listen to some songs. What's her name? Pink or something like that. uh, you got history again. Somebody you have history with, somebody you listen music with, and this person says, "I will never forget. I will never forget." So you got music, history, and I will never forget. I will never forget the music and history that we had together back in OMG. So this person, you know how like you're with somebody and you have like a certain song, like you might have had sex to a certain song or something, or you got married to a certain song, or your song, you guys song. So maybe the song came up, the music came up, and they're like, "Oh, I'll never forget that day. You know, Pink. Hey, Pink is cool. I like Pink. She's cool. She got nice hits. You know, she's not my type of music, but yeah, I like R&B too. I like all that R&B. I used to like all that Omarion and his crew. I can't remember what the heck his crew was called back then. I used to like those guys back in my day. Back in my day, I liked Omarion and like I liked R. Kelly and shit before he did all that crazy stupid shit. But I used to like R. Kelly a lot. I used to like all his songs was hot. I liked all that R&B type of stuff. I used to like all that stuff, but not no more. Candy Rain, the song. Yeah. Me see, and living here, we guys listen to reggae and stuff. I know you guys know who Bob Marley is, but like I listen to Bob a lot because me and him were born on the same day, February 6th. Two legends, But yeah, I like a lot of reggae, and my favorite like rap guys is all like South rap and New York rap. This type of. I like Lil Durk. Everybody used to tease me and call him Little Quack. They used to tease me. I was like, look, his name is Lil Durk. I don't know if you guys know Lil Durk. I'm sure you guys do. All the girls like all that stuff. Yeah, Lil Quack. Yeah, I like Durk is my favorite rapper. But before Durk, I used to like French Montana, Jeezy, 50 Cent, G Unit, all that type of shit. I like hardcore rap and shit, gangster shit. But now I don't really listen to all that hardcore shit. I like Durk. I like French Montana. I like 50. I used to like Pop Smoke when he was alive. He had some hot shit out. I listen to I listen to like a lot of dead rappers like Chinks. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Chinks. But he's like one of my favorite rappers. Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah. When I used to be a DJ and shit, I used to play everything. Like I used to play all sorts of music. I'm just out of the loop. I've been out of the loop for a while now. Are you talking about Wolfie? You made out with her? Oh. Hey, well, that's what you want. That's cool. Whatever. You guys are better than me when it comes to that shit. Me, I don't make up with people after I get disrespected. Like that's just me. You know. Whatever. You can call him whenever you want. Pain in the ass. That's why it's gonna be like that. This woman's a pain in my ass. I ain't going nowhere with him. I I'm different, man. I can't go back to people like when they diss me and shit. I don't like that. Like when if you got into a tussle with them before, if you got a tussle with them before and you got like, into arguments and shit and they disrespected you, there's no sense in going back. That's me personally. Me personally, I don't go back to nobody. And nobody coming to me either because they know I don't want no parts of them at all. I ignore them. There's only a few people I've ever let back into my life like that, but they still stay at a distance. I don't get them back completely like all one time. No way in hell. I keep them all at a distance. The ones that are really persistent, I'll give them the time of day to a certain extent, but I wouldn't be all cool with them and shit. Or then call him then. If he tells you he's just lying to you anyway, he tells you he loves you when he call you back. He's just being nice because he knows you're a pain in the ass. Well, I don't know. Oh, shut up, Mark. See what I mean? She's always verbally abusing me. Well, back at that, that's like I said, that's up to you. But I'm just gonna tell you as your friend that just remember what's happened. You know, where people who have, you've been suspicious of people and then, they say one thing, do another. So remember that just be very aware of that. There's no real serious reason to be back to somebody who talks shit, you know? But hey, sometimes you can't get the evidence. It's just he said, she said. But it's up to you at the end of the day. I can't tell you who to deal with and who not to deal with. But from my experiences on here, I'm not really close to too many people because they're just weird like that. People like to talk shit. But when I talk shit, it's a crime, though. When I say something in here, people get mad as fuck. I can't say nothing without being critiqued or criticized. When I say something, oh hell breaks loose. Did you hear Mark said this? He's talking about me. I didn't even say nobody's name, right? And they're already feeling guilty. And I'm like, we're in here talking about readers in general. I'm not specifically talking about somebody unless I say it. And if you know who I'm talking about, then that's my business. Tell them come and talk to me then. Well, that's the best thing. I don't really care. Like people always come at me. I don't go at nobody. I don't go in nobody's room and bother them. Never. I ain't never go in somebody's room and criticize them in the chat or talk shit about them in a chat like that. I don't do that shit. Now, if somebody brings up a specific person, I'll tell them what I think about them or, I'll talk about it or whatever, but I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it every day. Especially like the last person who I dealt with that was talking shit blatantly. I caught him talking shit about me. I don't even talk about that person anymore. They're irrelevant to me. They're just another person that I dissed. But one thing they can never say is that they did shit for me. I always did shit for them. So you can say what you like. At the end of the day, these mofos come to me. I don't go to them asking them fucks. So they'll need me before I need them. That's my whole thing. That's how I look at it. You always need fucking me before I'll need you. Believe that when I tell you. I'm the type of guy, I'm independent. I don't need no other reader around me smelling my ass every fucking day. That shit's annoying. And try to feed off of me and do what I'm doing and take my fucking work and shit and act like, they're better than me or they know more than me or something like that. I don't care. I don't like people like that. I usually keep to myself, but I have certain people out there that I really like, and I'll come in your room and I'll talk to you and I'll have fun with you. But as soon as you start acting crazy, then I ain't gonna talk to you no more. Fuck that. You can send me an email, you can call me, you can text me. I won't pay you no mind. I'm just gonna end up blocking your ass, and then you'll be like, oh fuck, Marky don't speak to me no more. Oh well. Yeah, it's your fault. That's it. To me, it's never a loss. People come and go, and for every person that leaves, another one comes. So it don't phase me, especially readers. I don't like certain readers who like, you know, think that their shit don't stink and think that they, they run the world or they run YouTube or something. I don't like people like that. But if somebody does something wrong and they come back and they apologize and then you feel it sincere, then you feel it sincere. If you don't feel it sincere, if you don't feel it, then don't believe it. It's really up to you at the end of the day. I honestly feel from knowing you these past few months, I think that you're too nice. And being too nice gets you in trouble. So don't be too nice. All you gotta do is be nice to me. That's it. Don't worry about nobody else. If you're nice to Marky, you're gonna be blessed. Being that you're my little angel, I'm gonna check something for you. Gotta make sure my little angel's okay. Do some tarot blackmail tonight. Well, that's the thing. Hey, Jessica Boo, how you doing? Oh, that's the thing. Like, the truth will always be revealed. That's not never gonna be an issue. The truth will always be revealed, and the truth will always, show itself, right? So time will tell. Like I said, as you're young, see, and when you start to deal with people every day, I'm doing good, sweetheart. Thanks. Good, you're good. Glad you're doing good. As you start to be, I've been on here for almost 4 years, like I always tell everybody. I've met thousands of people, and I fell out with thousands of people too. And I've also got thousands of friends, that come in here from time to time. And like I said, in this type of like thing, the problem is too many like people behind a computer. So you don't really know who the person really is until you talk to them every single day. But you can always feel and you can always like you said, spirit will reveal it all at the end of the day. But like my suggestion is to never be too close to readers on here, because all they really want is to all they really want is money. Sadly enough, a lot of them just want money. They just want to, string you along like a puppet, take shit from you, and they just want to like get praised and feel like they're the best in the world because they connect with you or something like that. Like a lot of people don't really do this shit genuinely and have a genuine thought and like be genuine to the people that they read for. A lot of people don't do that shit. I ain't met too many people that do. But it'll all be revealed. But if you want to give second chances to people, then that's up to you. But me personally, I don't give that to nobody. They ain't worthy of a second chance because if they've already done it once, they'll do it again. When the time is right, they will. As soon as they don't get what they want, or as soon as they feel a certain way, it'll be more of a reason to say, see, I gave this person a chance and they fucked up again. Fuck them. See, these people are whacking. And then the person will end up blaming you or playing victim or doing whatever it takes to make themselves look good because they were the ones who done the reconciliation, or they're the ones who came back, to be some miracle friend. I've had it happen too many times. That's why I don't deal with it. Once you're done, you're done. But hey, it's up to you. You do as you wish. You got my full support, and I won't look at you any different for doing it. Because at the end of the day, it ain't nothing to do with me. I can't choose. I can choose who I want around me, but you can choose who you want around you too. But it's up to you at the end of the day. That's all it is. The thing is, sometimes you don't need proof. Sometimes you just need to know that you just keep your distance. Hi, hello, goodbye. And if that person keeps coming around to you, then that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? I think that personally, I think that from the very first time I heard about it, you know what I'm saying? I won't elaborate on it too much, but when I first heard you express your feelings about it, that should have got solved right then and there. See, because if there's no guilt from that other person, or that person felt some way, then it should have got solved on your community page. Well, I would ask for proof, and plus, like, the thing is, it all depends, because if I know you're shady, then I'll be like, fuck you anyway, you know? Well, the thing is, if someone came to me and told you that I was talking shit, see, I wouldn't believe that because I don't think you would talk shit about me, see? But if you think that that person would be talking shit, then yeah, because there's certain people that you just know because you've heard them talk shit about people before, so you know they're a shit talker. So to me, in your case, if somebody said, "Hey, I heard Becca say some shit about you," then I would have been like, "Well, prove it," because I know Becca and she wouldn't do that to me. But if I heard you say, "Yeah, Mark is a fucking loser," or he did a reading for me, he's full of shit, then I'll be like, "Okay, fuck you then. Yeah, you want to talk shit about me? Okay." Then I'll fucking roast your ass, and then that'll be the end of that. Like you've seen me do in the past to other people. Because that's what I'll do. I'll roast you, and then I'll cut you off, and then that'll be the end of that. But, if I have proof, like I had the last reader that did it, I had actually had proof, you know. But if I don't have proof, I'll just be very careful. That's all. I'll just be like, well, have I ever heard this person talk shit about somebody before? Yeah, no. So then I'll be like, okay, cool. I ain't worried about it. Whatever. People just probably, because sometimes you can't trust the source. You can't trust the person who says it, because they want to start the shit. They want to, like, make a problem. That's the thing. They want to make a problem. So you gotta watch out. You just gotta be, like, really aware of who you're dealing with. But my advice is to never, like, be too close to too many people on here. That's just my advice. I learned my lesson. I was too friendly, too cool with everybody, and it backfired. Yeah, we all have people that are very close to us. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? We can have a lot of close people, but it's always good to, like, keep people, certain people that you have a feeling about. You have that feeling for a reason. And that's the thing, you're gonna have that feeling for a reason. So just see how it goes. But you shouldn't be giving people chances that already have one, if that's the case. But Lord knows, some people feel guilty, some people, don't, and some people like to just come back because they're not doing good. See, they might be receiving karma from the situation, or they might not be, like, dealing with everything and stuff. So it all depends, like, it depends on you, how you feel about it. If you feel it's a sticky situation, then it's a sticky situation. If you feel it's genuine, then it's genuine. But don't be blindsided. But my advice is to never, like, you know, completely trust anybody, especially on here. I can sit here, trust is gained. So, you've known me for a couple months, right? So you can make your analysis on me. You can say, yeah, I trust Marky, but, or you can say, Marky never done anything wrong to me, whatever. Then you can go down the list. You can say, Lorraine this, Jessica this, whoever that. The list goes on and on. Everybody has a different outlook on everyone, you know? Everybody, my whole thing is you have to earn respect. You have to earn trust. And if you do that, then you're okay. But those things can be gained in time and lost in seconds. You could trust me right now, right? You can say, somebody says to you, hey, I see you're cool with Marky Mark's Terror, but he's been known to, like, get in fights with other psychics, so be aware because he's crazy. If somebody said that to you, you'd be like, well, your response will probably be like, well, he's not done nothing to me. So that's all that matters, right? You would say that. So that's the thing. People are always going to have a perception about you. And my whole thing is, I'm a guy, right? So a lot of women have this vendetta against men. So they're always gonna look at me like my opinions don't matter. They're always gonna look at me like I'm a fucking ass or a dog, or some people come in here and say, oh, Mark flirts with all the women. So fucking what? I'm single and I don't give a shit. If you want to flirt, we could flirt. Who cares? Aren't I doing my fucking thing in here? You don't like it, you go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? People come in here and judge me every day. I don't care. But I don't trust hardly anybody who comes in this room. I don't trust nobody 100% because I know that when that person's ready, they will fucking stab me in the back. And I have a lot of people in here that I love to death. I love them like I love myself. I love them. I tell them I love them. They take care of me. I take care of them. We share, personal information. We share stories. We have fun. We laugh. We talk shit. We respect each other. We trust each other. And that's a great thing. It's wonderful to be a part of a friendship with people like that you've never seen in your life. And you just talk to on here. You genuinely feel like they're a good person. But then there's other people that, you got to seriously watch out for. Because behind a computer, you can be anybody you want. So that's my advice. And I've been through a lot of bullshit in the last 4 years with these people. So I know. That's why I told you from day one. I've been telling you this since day one I met you. Don't trust too many people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Lorraine. Yeah. Yep, Jessica. Yeah, you're right. Trust to what people show you. Exactly. You show me love and trust, I'll show you the same thing. You show me some disrespect, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put a nice little star next to your name. I gotta watch out for you. You started talking shit, or you're saying things that bother me, or you're saying things that annoy me. So you're always gonna have like a star next to your name in my eyes. I gotta watch you, and rightfully so. This is my domain. This is my area. So I ain't gonna let nobody come in here and talk no shit to me. That ain't happening. You ain't gonna talk no shit to nobody else that I like in here either. That's a no no. That's how I am. I've been that way all my life. I protect the ones I love and care about. I try and give the best advice I can through my experiences. My opinions might not set too well with certain people, but that's your problem, not mine. It's just an opinion. But hey, that's a part of life, dude. It's not just here, it's everywhere. It's family, work, love, psychic stuff, whatever it is. We all have to find somebody that we can trust. And it's very hard these days to trust people. That's why I like proof. That's why I always try to prove to everyone that comes in here that, hey, look, you can trust me. I'm going to give you the right answers. I'm going to try and find the right answers. I'm going to help you as much as I can. But you also have to help yourself. I'm not God. I'm not a miracle worker. I'm just going to tell you what I hear and what I see. And then it's up to you after that. You got to take the reins, And that's how everybody should be. Help each other, gain trust, gain respect, and then after that, everybody becomes a big happy family. That's it. That's the way it should be. But obviously, you're always gonna get that bad apple in the bunch that's gonna stir shit or say certain things, and then it's gonna make you think. And you gotta reorganize your thoughts, and then it goes back and forth, and the next thing you know, you might lose both of those people. But some people's apologies are genuine and some people's apologies are fake. So take it with a grain of salt and move on. That's all. That's my suggestion to everybody. In the meantime, take care of yourself. I can't help to be nice to people because I don't want nobody to treat me like shit. So I treat people accordingly. You treat me like shit, I'll treat you like shit. You disrespect me, I'll disrespect you. You're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. You trust me, I'll trust you. That's how it should be. 100%, 100%. If I'm giving you 100%, you give me 75, then we're going to have a little problem. So, yeah. Capiche? Mikey don't play no fucking games. I'm too old for games. Oh, my friend put up a lobster. She got lobster, pasta. Oh, goddamn. Looking good. You go, girl. She got that pasta and lobster tail. Mm-hmm. Would I eat your cooking? I'll eat you and your damn cooking. This chick's funny. She's always saying like crazy things. She's like, "Will you eat my cooking?" Uh-huh. Would I? When you eat mine, you'll fall in love. Let me just text someone real quick. Your backity back. What, Sanel's not there yet? He must have rained. He's taking a rain check. He's gonna be like, fuck this. I don't feel like dealing with her right now. I'll come get her tomorrow. See, look. Good. See, that's what you get. Leave him alone, I tell you. See? He is like, oh, this girl's so annoying. That's exactly what he did. Fuck. Hold on a sec. It's gonna be another 4 hours too. It's gonna be like, I ain't coming around there. It's like, it's gonna be like, hello, hey babe, and look, I'll come get you tomorrow, okay? All right, is that okay? Yes and no, it's okay, babe. You get your rest. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Don't be mad at me, okay? I'm not mad. It's okay. Let me stop. She's gonna get mad at me. She's gonna be like, see you manifesting that Squidward. Squidward. I'm just messing with you. Oh my, see, this is what, didn't I just say I gotta stop? See, look, never mind. That just pretend you didn't hear that. Oh my God, man. Now I feel what he feels. I'm like, oh my God, this woman's crazy. My impressions, I know I'm good at that. I'm trying to type something. Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday now. Sure. What type of, or what you want? A spirit message? A love message? What would you like? Or you want like an oracle message? An oracle card? Love card? Okay, cool. I got the Lover's Oracle. Love, love, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Come on. Don't hurt me. You. All right, Jessica, let's see. Yes, we all need love. All right, Jessica. All right, Jessica, this is your card. This card says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. I like that. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Yes, claim that message. It's telling you to manifest it physically. Manifest it physically. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Anytime. Love, baby, don't hurt me. It's quiet tonight. Surprised. Surprise, surprise. Oh, surprise, surprise. Bleep, bleep, bobbity, boop. You and that damn alien. Looking aliens around here. All right. I want to go watch some b-ball. Yeah, you definitely look like one. That's for sure. She's an alien, alien. And she's acting like she's never been before. She's an alien, alien on the floor. I just changed the whole song and fucked it up. What the hell was I gonna do? Oh yeah. All I can hear is my dog snoring. That's all this hoe does all day is snore and go sleep. Don't call her homework. Poor doggy. Oh man, stop it, man. This guy's crying about the fans, man. Don't worry about damn fans, you. Damn fans. Hey, Barbie. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I dressed up in green for you. I want to be your leprechaun. Okay, Jessica, no problem. I'll be your leprechaun. Your leprechaun. It's 11:11. Okay. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Whoop. There it is. He says, what is coming towards me I don't see coming? Yeah, see that? Sounds like the pot of gold you've been searching for. Okay. All right. What I would say that's coming towards you that you don't see coming is differences, some arguing, some disputes, feeling like you're not free, um, feeling the pressure, feeling, like you can't get ahead, things like that. I also see like some romance coming your way, but you don't even know it's coming. And I just pulled that lover's card, that love card for you, and it says your soulmate manifesting them physically because they know you spiritually, right? So that ties in with what I see here is you got love coming your way and you don't even know it. But there's some romantic feelings coming up, some romantic situation coming up. It's somebody new, somebody that will be acquired and will give you prosperity, peace, and tranquility. Um, you'll get the fruits of your labor, for say, it's a union you're gonna have with someone, and this person works very hard, and they could be working like outdoors, or they could be like a person that it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Doesn't have to be, but I got fire here in the cards, and this person is gonna put in the effort, and they're going to be, um, they're gonna want you all to themselves. They're gonna be selfish about that. They also have, pressure and been through things. Um, Another thing is don't overdo it. Like don't. What I get here is if you don't see, you're asking me what's coming towards you that you can't see coming, right? So this is saying that if you're too excessive and you overdo it, or you act too overabundant, or you're like you felt like you're got delays, but you want the delays to go away. Those things are not gonna go away if you keep going the way you go. Keep doing the things you do. You're also gonna be like not appreciated to a certain extent from some people. There's gonna be other women around you that are not gonna appreciate you or appreciate the way you are towards them. You might not see it coming. People like you might have 2 or 3 women that will cut you off in the next 3 months or the next 3 weeks. And you'll be like, what the fuck did I do? Then you'll look back on it and say, well, maybe I was, not appreciating them, or they was not appreciating me. Could be vice versa. Where you can say, you know what, you don't fucking appreciate me, and so I'm not gonna deal with you. So in the upcoming weeks, you're gonna feel like you're gonna have to cut off 2 or 3 women in your life, or 2 or 3 women around you. You might have to cut off, or they're gonna cut you off because they can't handle your pressure or your excessiveness or your, way of life or whatever, or the way you carry on, or the way. And it could be vice versa. Like I said, it could be you cutting them off or them cutting you off. So there's got like some women here that don't appreciate what you do, or you don't appreciate what they do. So you're gonna be like, you know what? I didn't see this coming, but here it is. And it's to do with mistakes. It's to do with truth. It's to do with lies and things like that, and um, just feeling the pressure. People putting pressure on you, or you putting pressure on someone, and be like, "Hey, look, I can't take this shit. I'm gotta dip." You do your thing, I do my thing, type of thing. But there is like some type of love situation here where the guys, the good thing is that there could be a possible relationship coming up for you, or a possible person coming up that's going to, put in the effort and create peace and create romance between you and them. So that looks like it's coming up in the next couple weeks. Your soulmate that's going to be manifested physically. But that's why these cards are giving me a 50-50 vibe. So if you believe it, you'll receive it. If you keep saying, "Oh, where is he to? What is this?" It's not going to happen. So this is saying, like, don't put too much pressure on the situation. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't be excessive. Don't do too much. Just let shit just roll and just go with the flow. That's what Spirit's saying here. Just keep the passion and the desire to get all these things, but just let it unfold naturally. Let these people come to you instead of you come to them. With the situation with the women, they might say, "Hey, look, Jessica, I'm done with you because this, and this." Or you might say, "Hey, look, so and so, I'm done with you, like, because you're blocking me from getting what I need." So it could be vice versa. But yeah, as far as love, that's looks like it's gonna happen. So, but it's coming to you. You don't have to look for it. It's coming to you. All right. Barb, how you been? I haven't seen you. Well, hey, that's if you gotta do it. In the next 3 weeks, I see you doing it. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Anytime. Today didn't even feel like St. Patrick's Day, but I saw some people had birthdays today. My friend's anniversary was today. It's pretty cool. St. Patrick's Day is cool. I like St. Patrick's Day. I like green anyway, so my teams are green. St. Patty's Day. I remember when I was in school, we used to be allowed to wear green to school. Or we have one of those big ass hats like a leprechaun. You're fine. Taking on everything everyone needs. Thankful I stay busy. Hey, that's us air sign life. That's the air sign life, Barb. Come on now. We have to take on everything because we do everything for everyone, and we stay busy, and we're thankful. So that sounds like me. I'm taking on all the burdens. Well, sweetheart, I've had a rough last week. I've had a rough month, pretty much. A close friend of mine committed suicide last Sunday, and it's pretty much took over all my thoughts and I'm lost for words. Been talking to a lot of people about it. Every day I've been talking to people about it because people know that me and him were cool, and we were like family. So people that I talk to, we talk about it, things like that. I've been taking care of my mom and dad because they still need a car because they had the accident last month, and they've been a whole month without the car now since the accident. My mom's recovered pretty good from her back and stuff. So I've been just taking care of mom and dad, dealing with my sister's divorce, taking my nephews to school and back sometimes to help my sister, give her a break. Yeah, well, that's it. It's been a rough week emotionally. I've cried a few times. I'm okay now. Yesterday and today, I've been a lot better. Yeah, my mom and dad had a car accident a month ago, and they've been without a car for a whole month now. My dad and mom got whiplash, but my mom got the blunt end of it. She got bruised arm, leg. Um, it's been rough, but I'm tough. I can handle it. Thanks, Jessica. But it's been hard for me because my friend that committed suicide, we're still baffled. We don't have no clue why he would do it. We're speculating, but we can't believe it. It's somebody that we would have thought that would never do something like that. And his daughter, to make matters worse, his daughter had her baby yesterday. So he could have been, well, he is a grandfather, but he didn't even get to see his grandchild. Hurts my heart, man. It destroys my heart. Well, sorry to hear that. It's really sad. Yeah, that's sad. Sorry to hear that, Barb. My condolences to you. See, and this guy, he was my brother's best friend. And me, him, and my brother used to be together all the time. We used to take him to school, bring him back. My father worked for his father. My mom and his mom were like very good friends as well. They were always cooking together and talking about things. They talked to these. We talked to these guys. I talked to this person and his family for years. I knew his whole family. We lived next to each other. We lived 5 minutes away. And I saw him on Friday. I saw him a week ago today. I saw him a week ago today. And on Sunday night, on Sunday afternoon, he committed suicide. And I'm blown away. I can't believe it. Everybody I've talked to is like, Mark, I don't even know what to say. So, but it's kind of strange because I've gotten so much people come to me and say, hey, I know him, and what do you think? And then they're asking me like, what do I think? And I tell them, I'm like, I would have never thought in a million years this was shit would happen. That's why it's fucking me up mentally. Like I can't understand why somebody would do that. I mean, I've been doing mediumship for a long time, and I've dealt with these cases many a times. And it's usually because of drugs, or like just being alone and just being like, broke, or, there's always like a concrete reason. But to me, that's not a concrete reason, but to them it is. I just ask God to forgive them, that's all. That's all I really want. Because I know that's one of the biggest sins in the world, if not the biggest. Um, but I pray that God's going to put these people in a good place, and give them a chance. But I don't know. I'm not the ruler of the earth. but he's gonna be missed. I don't know. He's a good guy, man, and I don't know why he would do that, knowing he's gonna be a grandfather. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, I said on here earlier when I came on, and the night before, I put my services out there. My advice to everyone is, if you know somebody like that, just reach out to them. It doesn't hurt, to say hello. It doesn't hurt to say hi. It doesn't hurt to be like, to comfort someone, or to just say, hey, look, I'm here for you if you need me. I think that, you know, we it's not our job to save the world, right? What's gonna happen is gonna happen. But I think that we can prevent death, we can prevent misery, we can prevent emotional breakdowns, we can prevent these things if we really want. But I don't think people are really like understanding that a lot of people are suffering from mental illness and from these type of things. And sometimes it takes a close person to you to feel that way. Yeah. I don't know. It's been rough. It's been a tough week, and yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't know what to say anymore. It's going to be a very tough funeral to go to. Seeing all my friends, my family there, and talking to them these past few days. I've talked to a lot of my family members, and it's crazy because yesterday, I saw my cousin. Today, I saw my other cousin today and spoke to her. She gave me her insight on everything. And I talked to my client today, and he was wondering where I was. And I was like, hey, look, I got to take a few days off. This happened. He was like, no way. I'm like, yeah. He said, look, I can't work right now. My head's not on straight. Right now, I just need to focus on getting this over and, wrapping my head around it. I feel bad for my brother. My brother and we're not really close, but we speak. But my mom said that my brother's not really doing too good. He didn't take it too well. His that was his best friend from childhood right up until now. And when I was young with my brother I used to always be with my brother. My brother used to always be with him. We used to go to his house like every freaking day. So more than 3/4 of our lives, the last 10 years, it's been kind of on and off. We'll see each other, we'll talk to each other, but everybody has their life, But you'll never forget. It's just like, it's crazy. So I was an emotional wreck, in the beginning, but now I'm kind of, feeling better. I don't really dwell on it too much. I know it can't be fixed. I just want, answers, and I'll get it from him personally. Oh, really? Oh, she collected things, yeah. Collected Barbie dolls, yeah. That's cool. Well, at least her collection will be honored and respected, hopefully. I don't know. I just think people have felt the pressure lately. And this is a thing that happens on a regular basis. This is a thing that's not talked about enough. I feel like people talk about mental illness and suicide, but now that another one of my friends have done it, it's kind of making me want to do something, but I don't know what to do. I can't prevent death to a certain extent. I can only try to help. I almost feel like I could have, like, I know it's not my fault, and I know I couldn't have prevented it, because when you do it, you do it. There's nothing nobody can do about it. But I wish I would have known and tried to prevent it. I really wish I could have. I feel like my voice is powerful enough to go through somebody's brain and make them change. So I'm trying not to be hard on myself about it, because I know it's nothing to do with me. It's not my fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's his fault. But like, I just wish I would have known, like, that he had maybe those thoughts, or if I would have heard about it, I would have immediately spoke to him, because that's something that I don't condone anybody to do. And there's always a way out of it. I always feel like there's always a way to solve a problem. There's always a way to get around something. There's always a way to make life better. You just gotta find a way, or you just gotta hear somebody say something, or somebody's just gotta show you the love, or show you the way. Sometimes I always have this saying where sometimes that person's gotta hold your hand and say, "Hey, look, come with me. I'm gonna show you." And just that gesture, or just that action will help that person, go to the place they need to go to, or be the person who they need to be. And then they'll thank you in the end for helping them, which is all that matters. And they don't do that. They don't take their life. But I'm sure a lot of people wish that they could do that. But it's not that easy. And you have that, just like my cousin said today. She said something very interesting to me, and she said, "You know what, Mark?" And I say it sometimes, but sometimes I don't want to believe it. And she says, "You know what, Mark? It's just, she's older than me, so she's a wise, smart woman." And she looked at me, and I looked at her eyes, and she said to me, "Mark, you never know what's going through somebody's head. Sometimes only they are the only ones who know. Not even their wife, not their kids, not their best friend, not anyone. The only person that knows is them." And there's that saying, "I'll take it to the grave." So there's something that we're never going to know, because only he knows. And I said, "You know what? You're right. That's true. But why keep it inside? We can help." So yeah, I've spoken to a lot of wise older people than me. I love speaking to my elders, because they know more than I know, and they'll be able to tell me more about, things, because they've been through stuff more than me. I always like talking to my elders, because they know what the deal is. So it was nice to talk to her. Like, yeah. Well, that's like this guy. We didn't talk daily, but when we saw each other, we were like, "Hey, man, what's up? How's the family?" Things like that. He was closer to my brother, but when we were young, we were super close. We were always together. Him, me, him, my brother, his nephews, and me are the same age. We all grew up together. Like, we were like a huge crew. We were like a huge crew together. We were always together, always, always together. So it hurts to know that we lost a crew member. So it sucks, because he's the first one out of our clique to go, and he was the leader of the pack. So it's kind of annoying. Hey, Ninja, how you doing? Yeah, I couldn't imagine like losing my best friend or somebody very close to me. I don't, that's it'll hurt. But I know deep down inside I can do the mediumship and talk to them eventually if I had to, which I would do with this person. But when you have like a clique and you're all together, when somebody dies out of that clique, it hurts. You feel like you lost a brother. You feel like I feel like I lost my brother. That's who he was to me and to my brother. So it's hard to deal with. I just wish people would never commit suicide. I really wish they would never do that because that's something that shouldn't be done. You should never think that way. There's always a way out. I can understand if you OD and you die, or you get drunk and you kill and you die. If you die, okay, whatever. You made a poor choice and you died. But taking your own life, I can't stress it enough, is the worst thing you can do to yourself and to the people around you. It really is. So if anybody has any those type of thoughts, please contact me or talk to me. I'll change your mind. I'll give you a reason to live. You know? And he had many reasons to live. It's just a shame. But hey, there's nothing I can do now but, hope and pray that his family heals. That's a hard thing to see and a hard thing to deal with. I couldn't imagine being his wife and his daughters. I owe the blessings in the world to them, and I hope they'll be okay, and I'll make sure they are. I'll try and help as much as I can or check up on them. I know his sister-in-law very well too, so I'll always have like information. But like anybody here that's listening, if you know anybody who has those type of thoughts, do whatever you can to get them out of that frame of mind. Please do. That is like the worst thing. But hey. Yeah, Barb, I respect that. I feel the same way. And you lost your husband, you lost your best friend, but you have to be strong for them. Somebody has to stay behind and take care of everything. Somebody has to be the one who they take care of in spirit, you know? That's how I look at it. I don't look at death as a really, really bad thing anymore. I mean, I'm upset with my friend for doing what he did. But I like my cousin said today, she shed some light in my brain a bit. And I say it often that we never know what goes through people's minds. So watch what you say to somebody, or watch what you say and do, and it could affect them. And sometimes, like, I gotta watch my mouth too, because I say things that people are everybody does. I don't feel guilty for saying anything that I say, because what I say is the truth. So it's just that I feel like I can help more, and I want to help people more. And now that this has happened, like it's bothered me to think that what else can I do? What can I do to prevent that? What can I do to help somebody that feels that way? It runs through my mind now. but there's still nothing I can do really, because I can sit here and tell you, hey, look, don't do that, man. Let's talk about it. And they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm glad Mark's helping me, but he doesn't understand what I'm going through. That's what they're gonna say. And they're gonna say, well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. I say, okay, well, let me see you tomorrow. Make sure you could call me. If you need me, let me know. And that person can just say, no, I'm gonna take my life. I don't fucking care. I just can't do it anymore. And it's just the way it is. There was a movie out a while ago. And I think it was like a police movie or something, or a detective movie, where the guy knew when somebody was going to do something bad and he prevented it. And ever since I saw that movie, that clip of that shit or whatever it was, I always thought that I can do the same thing. How crazy that sounds, but sometimes I feel like I can, like I want to do it. I know I can, obviously, but I feel like I want to do that so many times. Like I want to prevent bad shit from happening. I always say that to myself. I'm like, fuck, man. I saw him that Friday. What if I would have saw him at the grocery store and I said to him, hey, what's up, man? You all right? What if I would have changed his mind if I would have saw him? But then again, you'll never know. And it goes back to what my cousin said. My cousin looked me in my eyes and she looked at me like this, and I had to look at her because she was like trying to get my attention. And I looked at her and I could still see her looking at me right now. She looked at me, she goes, Mark, you'll never know what's going through that person's mind. It's not meant for us to know. So she's right. I just have to accept the fact that I can't do anything about it. It's in his mind, in his world, his life, and that's it. I have to accept it and just get over it and just, honor his name and try and help his family and help him in spirit. Hey, Hermana, how you doing? You all right, Oda? Good to see you. But it's a process. I'm sure everybody knows somebody that's done that, and I'm sure everybody wishes they can prevent it. And I'm sure everybody wants to help everybody, but sometimes it's just not our job to do so. When it's your time, it's your time. And my cousin said that to me today. She goes, you know what, Mark, we're all gonna die. We are all going to die. It's just the way it is. And I say that many times. And it's true. We're all gonna die. That's guaranteed. But it's how you die and how you die is nobody knows. The only way you know is if you take your own life. But even then, that's something that is unthinkable to me. I remember when I was in school, I was in high school, maybe grade 9. I was about maybe 15, 16. And I'll never forget, like I saw this kid get bullied here and there, but it looked like it didn't affect him because he would always talk to me and be cool with me and stuff. And I would always say, hey, look, man, don't let these guys bother you. If you need me, I'm here, And he would talk to me here and there. He would laugh at me. I can see him right now smiling. Great guy. He was always cool with me. I never had a reason to bully him. I didn't bully people anyway. But he got bullied in school and he committed suicide. And when that happened, I was like, I was only 15 and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was just talking to this guy in school and here he did, bang, he took his life, and when I see his sister, I think of him because they look alike, right? He's a great kid, man. He was a great friend. He was a good guy. In school he was always laughing and smiling. But that's when I first experienced suicide death. That was my first one. Was in high school. Nobody could believe it. We were like horrified. We were like, "What? This can't be." Like this guy had to be in my class. Like really? Like you're gonna give me this like to think about? And I never forget. I went to his funeral and I stayed outside. I didn't go inside. I stayed outside and I cried outside on the step. I never forget. I couldn't go in there. I couldn't bear to deal with it. Right at that age, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not going in the church. I'm not going in there. I'm just gonna sit here on the step and mourn his death. Talk to him out here." And then I left. I didn't even want to be there. I just left. I was like, "I can't be here, man. This is crazy." I was just sitting with this guy at the lunch table, and we were perfectly fine. Yeah, and here I am, 30 years later, dealing with another suicide friend death, and it's somebody who I would have never ever thought that would happen to. I still can't get over it. I still can't believe it. It's real. Every single person I talk to says the same thing because it's just not. It's But my cousin today, she said the right thing. She's about maybe 60 years old, I would say, and she's older than me. I like listening to the older people. Like I always say, I like listening to all my elderly people talk to me. And she said to me, Mark, you'll never know. It's all in his head. I had to be something where he would want to take his life. Something that you won't know, nobody will ever know. And his nephew said that to me. His nephew said, "We're never going to get answers because he has them." And I looked at him and I was like, I wanted to say to him, well, I feel I can get the answers because I'm a medium. I can talk to him. And he might be coming in everybody's dreams and telling them the story. It could be. You don't have to be a medium to get the answers. Somebody can come in the dream and tell you. But I feel like I'm going to get the answers eventually if he gives them to me. And if he doesn't, that's fine. I won't look at him any different. But it's a shame. It really is. It hurts to know that people will do that to themselves. I can't even get my mind to that. Everybody's been through hard times. People have been through deaths. People have been through losses. Majority of the women I know are widows. And majority of the time, the man goes before the woman because you drive us all crazy. But 90% of the time, the man goes first. You like that? You caught that? But sorry to hear that, Barb. That's even worse on that day. But I look at my own life, and you drive us crazy. That's why we go before you. See, yeah. Did you ever see that on social media? The guy was talking to this lady, and she was like shouting at him. And he was like, Men don't outlast women. Women are stronger. Women are this and women are that. He goes, well, if I had a woman like you, I want to go early too. I want to be dead too. Because listening to your ass, I would not want to be married to you. And I started laughing like crazy. I laughed so I said, isn't that true? You women drive you fucking nuts and you want to die. Let me get the hell out of here. It's a thing, I'm joking, but it's a thing that, women I watched both happen. I have two aunties. Well, I have a lot of aunties, obviously, but I have two that have passed away this month. On the 20th, on Monday, my godmother passed away. It'll be 4 years. And then on the 25th, on next Saturday, the other one passed away. Literally 5 days. My aunties passed away within 5 days of each other. My auntie died. My first auntie, my godmother, died 20 years after her husband died. And my other auntie that died on the 25th, she left her husband behind. So, and he's still alive. He's like 81, I think. 81, I think. I think he's 81. 80 something. Everybody's in their 80s right now that I know in my family or close to it. So, it can happen either way. But the majority of the time, it's the man that goes first. So the woman has to be behind. But in this case, it didn't wait for that time. He took you. It's just, it's annoying to know that people work themselves up to that state of mind. I just can't do that. I love life too much. Everybody's been through heartache and everybody's been through heartache, through pain, through suffering, through breakups, divorces, losses of their, from anybody, people lose their mom, their dad, their brother, their sister, their child, their dog, their cat. But there's no reason to like take your own life. That's always been my mentality. There's no reason. There can't be a reason good enough to do that. There's always a way to live with your fears, live with your pain, live with the anxiety, live with the disease, live with the disorder, you live with the fucking problem, you live with an addiction, and you fix those things. Okay, Barb, take care, sweetheart. Good seeing you. I just have that mentality all the time. Like there's always where there's a will, there's a way, like they say. I always feel like I can always help. Well, Barb, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to. The Catholic Church won't allow him to be his funeral to be in church. He's got to be at the cemetery. So that's even worse now. Because he was raised a Catholic and he actually served in the Catholic Church as well. Went to a Catholic school, but the Catholic religion won't allow people who commit suicide to have a funeral inside the church. You've got to be, it's going to be at the cemetery. So that's even more like annoying. As far as I know, that's the deal. That's the law here. I know that's the law here with the Catholic Church. If you commit suicide, they don't allow you to have the funeral in the church. They won't recognize you. They'll do it in the cemetery, but they won't do it in the church because that's like the biggest disrespect to God in the Catholic Church. Nope. Well, that's the Catholic Church, and that's why I don't really go to church anymore. That's one of the reasons the Catholic religion changes everything. But I don't want to talk about religion. Um, I was born and raised a Catholic too. Went to a Catholic school. I was an altar boy for 8 years. I'm a man of God always. But the church, they changed everything. They even changed the words, the sayings, and prayers. And I'm like, this can't work. I can't come to church with changed things. That's not going to happen. What's meant to be is meant to be. You know, you don't change shit because you want to. The fuck you think this is? You know. So I didn't like that. The last time I went to church was last year in June, and I was like, no, I'm not coming back here no more, and I'm not listening to this change of whatever you want to make it. No, yeah, I can't deal with that because if you preach, I understand the suicide thing, and not allowing them. I understand it to a certain extent. But if you preach God forgives, then he'll forgive that person for committing suicide, right? If you get forgiven of your sins. So for him not to have the funeral in the church, to me, that's messed up. So you're pretty much treating that person like a dog or an animal. Yeah, we're just gonna put you in the hole and see you later. Like, what the fuck is that? You don't do that shit. I disagree with that strongly, but that's not up to me. It's not my law. It's not my way. But I know that my sister even confirmed it, and someone else said that it is true. They won't allow it to happen in the church. Whatever. That's better for me. I don't have to sit in the church with a bunch of hypocrites. That's why my mom named me Mark, because I was my name's in the Bible. My mom and dad's very religious, um, but that's why my mom named me Mark. She said it's because your name was in the Bible. I agree, Hermana. You absolutely hit the nail with the hammer on the head. I agree with you 100%, Yoda. Hermana, I agree with you 100%. What you just said right there is even. This is why I like to talk to people that are older than me and more experienced than me in life, because you just said something that really hit me right now. You said God created all of us, so he already knows everyone's life story. He forgives. So how can the Catholic religion change that and say, oh, you can't come into the house of God because you took your life? Really? So what about God forgives? What about God created all of us so he can already know everyone's life story? So what is the priest going to say to that? Oh, but nothing. So you're preaching fraud then. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me anymore. I don't really care anymore. At the end of the day, people have a choice. People have a choice. I choose God. That's all. I know I'll be all right. Every night I go to sleep, I pray to God and I ask Him, to help me with my sins or help me not to sin again. Or, even though I am sinning, just know that when I come before you, I'll ask for your forgiveness and hopefully you'll give it to me. That's all I say sometimes. it's almost impossible not to sin. Nobody's perfect. Even himself, Jesus, has sinned. So no one's perfect. It's life. Anyway, it's midnight here. I'm going to go to sleep. I got to take my nephew early in the morning to his volleyball tournament at 8. I'm going to go see if I can get about 6 or 7 hours sleep. And I'll be back tomorrow night around the same time. But it was good talking to you all. I love you all. Take care. Let's remember what Ilda just said. God created all of us. So he already knows everyone's life story. He forgives. I like that, Hermana. Thank you. I'm going to say that again and again now, every day. Mwah. Take care. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe.